Valdis Dombrovskis is the EU Executive Vice President and Trade Commissioner, joining me from Brussels. Sir, good to see you, as always. I appreciate your time in busy
Good
days.
evening.
The reality, look, I know sanctions work over time and it's a slow burn rather than a big pop, but the argument would say they're not really working on Russia at the moment.
Sanctions are working, and if we look at the fact that last year, despite record high energy prices, Russia's economy was in recession and is expected by most forecasts to be recession also this year. That's a direct consequence of the sanctions, because energy exports is Russia's main revenue source. So normally when energy prices are high, Russia's economy is doing well. And this was not the case this time. This is direct consequence of the sanctions. One can, of course, discuss that West was relatively slow to impose sanctions on Russia's oil, like EU has imposed oil embargo, like G7 has imposed the oil price cap, and more recently now oil products price cap. So, but we see that those sanctions are giving its effect, and also Russia's fiscal position is deteriorating very quickly now.
So what needs to happen next in the Commission's view? Because there's this 10th round that's being discussed, as it's likely to be passed. But where is the quantum leap that's going to make the significant difference and arguably bring this horror to an end quicker?
Well, first of all, we see that the effects of the sanctions are gradually accumulating. So we see rapidly deteriorating Russia's fiscal position. We see problems in Russian industry due to our dual-use technologies, high-tech export controls, and so on. So I'd say with every passing month, we'll see the effect of sanctions being felt more noticeably.
The Europe, I won't say got away with it, but certainly was fortunate that the winter was not more brutal and that fuel stocks remain high. As we I'm looking ahead to spring. I'm being a little optimistic here that it's only around the corner, but there really is no time to lose for you and the Commission to put in place the necessary things to completely obliterate the need for Russian oil and gas over the summer.
Absolutely. One can say we have went successfully through this winter, and our gas storages are now higher than typically in this season of the year. But it's also the fact that in this winter, in gas storages, there were still lots of Russian gas pumped primarily in the first half of last year. This is not going to be the case this winter, so we need to continue to work on securing alternative gas supplies. For example, Norway is now our biggest gas supplier. US is sending very significant amounts of LNG gas. So I'm confident we'll be able to ensure this alternative gas supplies also for this winter. And strategically, it's clear that we are moving away from this dependency on Russian fossil fuel imports.
The question of spending the Russian frozen assets, which has been somewhat bogged down. Do you still hold out hope that the Union will be able to provide any frozen assets, or member countries will be able to provide frozen Russian assets to help pay for the reconstruction in Ukraine?
Well, indeed, there are already very substantial amounts of frozen Russian assets. And actually, as part of the 10th sanctions package, we also foresee for EU member states to have a reporting obligation on Russia's frozen and seized assets in each member state's territory. And that includes central bank assets, so that we have full overview on what is on EU territory And in parallel, indeed, we are looking at the legal options, how to use confiscated Russian assets for Ukraine's recovery.
Sir, we normally would spend more time talking about trade and various the minutiae, but I think you'll agree today that the war, as it drags on and now looks like it's going to go longer and more painfully than anybody could have wished or hoped or thought. The European economy, would you now say, is well insulated from its effects?
European economy is certainly proving resilient in face of current challenges. So actually, we recently upgraded our economic growth forecast for this year to somewhere 0.8, 0.9% growth. Okay, it's still not a rapid economic growth, but in any case, we have avoided a recession. So there is a degree of resilience, but I would say in a broader context, also in the context of President Biden's today's visit in Kyiv, that the best way to deal with economic consequences of the war is to stop the war. And there, indeed, if we are more forceful with our military support to Ukraine, the faster we let Ukraine to liberate its territory and to win this war, the better it's also for the economy.
Commissioner, always good to talk to you, sir. I'm grateful. Thank you. It's Questions Business tonight.